Hello, this is Jack from Fluency.com. I help English learners reach a high level of English. And in this video, I'm going to talk about learning prepositions. I receive many questions about prepositions from English learners like you. For example, what is the difference between for and to? And how should I learn prepositions? Usually in language books and grammar courses, prepositions are taught on 1 or 2 pages. The topic is introduced, some rules are taught, and then you practice the various exercises that you get. However, it's going to take a lot more than just a couple of days or a couple of weeks learning prepositions. In fact, it's going to be a lifetime thing to do. It's going to take you a long time to master prepositions in English. That is why you shouldn't spend a lot of time learning the rules. Yes, rules can help, but they're mainly there for reference. And there are so many different exceptions to these rules and expressions that use different types of prepositions. And then when you think about phrasal verbs that use prepositions too, it can get very confusing. So don't rely on rules to help you learn how to use prepositions. The key to prepositions is taking a long-term view and getting the repetition and the context that you need so that you internalize them. So that you internalize how to use the prepositions at the right times. To help you understand this, think about the following 2 sentences. The first one is, I come from the UK. I come from the UK. The second one is, I'm going to the gym. I'm going to the gym. So in the first example, we use the preposition from. In the second example, we use to. I imagine that these 2 sentences just sound normal to you, that the prepositions seem right. And that is because these are 2 sentences that are taught in the first year of learning English. And also because you have seen or said these phrases over and over again. You know how to use these prepositions correctly if you are an intermediate speaker, because you have seen these repeated again and again in these different contexts. And it's this repetition that allows you to learn all the different prepositions and how to use them at the right time. So over time and with lots of practice and input, you're going to get there. You're going to reach a stage where you can use prepositions correctly without hesitating. But I want to give you some tips to focus on prepositions and to help you think about this long term. Firstly, as I said before, don't memorize rules. There are many exceptions, expressions, and when you think about phrasal verbs, memorizing rules is not going to help you. Secondly, get lots of input. This just means listen to lots of things in English, watch things in English, and read things in English, because you're going to see sentences repeated again and again using prepositions. And that leads on to the next point. If you're going to learn prepositions, learn them as part of a sentence. This gives you the context and shows you how the preposition is used in relation to other words. And finally, don't translate word for word from your own language. This is where most mistakes are made. Now, to take this further, download the free worksheet that comes with this video. It's going to give you a summary of what I've talked about, a bonus tip that's going to help you, and then I list the 5 most common mistakes I see made with prepositions. So you can download that for free. If you have any questions about this, please leave your questions below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.